Your PostgreSQL primary is dying and the replicas are the ones killing it. Here it's what actually happening inside your vault streams. When every replica streams vault directly from primary across the data center, across the WAN, your primary is not your just a database anymore. It broadcast server, and broadcast the server have the limits. Add enough replicas and you will hit them saturated WAN link, claiming a replication lag across every node at once. Primary CPU spiking during your backup windows. One root cause is too many direct wall connections. And the fix is a single tag in your Patroni cluster. Most of the DBA have never used it. So let's start with the topology. We have a three clusters as a part of the Patroni setup. So EPAS01 is a leader and EPAS02 as replica. Also EPAS03 also streaming replica. So which means EPAS02 and EPAS03 are streaming replica from the leader. So from these two, we are going to perform the cascading replication. So what are the steps we need to do that? So you have to use the list command. The list command which you provides you the list of Patroni setup. Okay. I will give you the overview and I will show the demo one by one. So first I will execute the list command. The list command will provide you the list of clusters. Then I am going to change the EPAS03 as a replica from EPAS02, which means so A to B, B to C. This is how the streaming going to work. Okay. For that you no need to change anything. You have to just update the Patroni YAML file, just one parameter, and restart that, followed by services, which start working as your replica of EPAS02. Let's see the demo. So I'm going to execute that list command. So how you have to execute patronicstl-c, the configuration location list. So the list will provide you the number of clusters. Okay. So you can see here as a part of this cluster, actually I have a two cluster. Let me start. Okay, which is stopped right now. I will start my third node as well. So once it is started, you can just verify the status. Okay, so now it was started. You can see the status was replica. So all three nodes are currently in sync. So if you want, you can just verify the. Let me so I will just execute \x. So let's start from pg start application. So you are able to see there was two entries there, which means these two servers are as performing the streaming from the current leader. Okay, we are going into the third node. Let me edit the third node as per the steps. Patroni I will go here. So from I am going to mention the second node. So once I've done, just going to perform the restart of my third node. So always verify the status. Okay, it's accepting the connections. Restart was successful. Okay, now you can just execute the same thing. So previously you can see there was two standbys were there, and right now which is showing the output of only the EPAS02. Okay, now you can just verify the Patroni list as well. So the list will still provide you the same result, but you can see the tags which is replicate from EPAS02. So if the tag is available, which is called the cascading replication. So the cascading in the sense, so how it works right now, the replication is happening from A to B, which means EPAS01 to EPAS02. From EPAS02 to EPAS03 it's happening. So if you go over here in the third node, lot of typos. Okay, now you can just verify the wall receiver. Select start. So this wall receiver sender host was 14. Okay, so if you want, you can just verify that 14 is the sender host, which is the EPAS02 node. This is my node 2. I will go over here. So if you see, the beauty is I can execute the PG stat replication. So it's a client address, which means it's streaming the walls from 14 to 15, which means this IP points to EPAS03. Okay, now if I execute wall receiver as well, so the wall receiver, where it is receiving the walls from the primary, which means current leader node. So this is how you have to verify when you have built the cascading replication. If you see this result, your cascading is works completely fine. What are the pros and cons when I have go with the cascading replication? So the benefits are real. You can reduce the outbound connections carrying a single ball stream can across the band and gives you a DR side local HA. It owns a Patroni cluster leader. Okay, and also the risks are equal, real, matters in your production. So the first risk is when your EPAS02 has been out of sync from the current primary. Another thing is when you are having a cascading replica, as a general recommendation, you have to keep it as a 4 nodes, and this cascading replica should not part for your failover scenario. Why? Because in case if it elects this standby, it will cause a lot of issues. So you have to rebuild the cluster entirely. The parameter called no failover as a true. So one more thing is, if you are adding the primary slot name to your standby cluster, it does not automatically matching slot name on the source. So you have to manually create that without monitoring the slot. The DR link can be cause the uncontrolled wall accumulation on your leader node, which silently fill up until the primary crashes. So I hope in this video, you have a working Patroni Cascading Replication from epass01 to epass02 and epass02 to epass03 with a fan out reach the primary a single WAN stream and a local HA at the DR site. So what happens when epass02 fails? Does Patroni automatically reconnects epass03 to epass01, or does it stay disconnected until the intervenue? That failover behavior is exactly what I am covering in the next scenario.